This is day 19 of 100 Days to Glory, of course, a series going for iconic World Cup moments till the World Cup final on the 19th of July. So it does what it says on the tin. Of course, I'm looking at iconic World Cup moments throughout history, and the aim of this series is to get to 2,000 followers before that World Cup final kicks off on the 19th of July. As you can see, this is the updated follower count. Any likes, any follows, any shares are greatly appreciated. But shall we look at today's moment then? For this moment, we're going back to the 1970s for the 1970 World Cup final. Of course, it was a game hosted between Brazil and Italy, which Brazil won 4-1, and this was a moment of history for Brazil manager Mario Zagallo. He was a prominent player in Brazil and for the national team in the 1950s and the 1960s, and of course he was part of the 1958 and 1962 squads that lifted the Jules Rimet. He took the job shortly before the 1970 tournament, of course hoping to win it for a third time. Brazil eased past the group stage, beating Czechoslovakia, England and Romania, which meant their path to the final would see them beat Peru, Uruguay and then Italy in the final. This is considered one of the best ever World Cup teams, one of the best ever Brazil teams. Brazil had players such as Pelé, Rivellino, Jairzinho, Carlos Alberto, and the goal scorers in this final are called Pelé, Gerson, Jairzinho and Carlos Alberto, and it meant for Brazil and Mario Zagallo their third tournament win. And of course Mario Zagallo made history by being the first ever person to win the World Cup as a player and a manager. I mean, of course, setting a record is a pretty iconic moment, isn't it? Since then, only two other people have done that, of course, the great Franz Beckenbauer and Didier Deschamps. And we're getting into an era now where a lot of managers don't have good playing experience. So in the next 20-30 years and beyond, we might not see many more names added to that list. But Mario Zagallo will forever be etched in history as the first person to do that. As always, if you enjoy this sort of content, leave this video a like, drop me a follow, and stay tuned for day 20.